Music
starts now. Right now.
Hello, 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 and welcome to It's Music. I'm your host, Aaron, and tonight we have a very special guest, Drew Granthum. We'll be right back after our messages from CBC College Ministries.
Community Baptist Church, 8254 Highway 17, P.O. Box 159, Maline, Alabama 35114. Sundays early service is at 8:30 a.m., Sunday school 9:45 a.m., late service 11 a.m., and discipleship is 6 p.m. On Wednesdays, the fellowship dinner is 5:30 p.m. and the college service is 6:30 p.m. www.cbcmaylene.org. Bo Brown, pastor. Jonathan Lowry, student minister.
Well, all right. We're going to start off with our first song, Banditos of the Dilly Dog Parking Lot.
This one goes out to Garrett Miller and all the boys in Montgomery. We were all crazy in our teenage years, pulling on Sundrop and wishing for beers. We'd cruise on down the boulevard, man, this old town was our backyard. We'd pull in the place we called our own, and Miss Ellen, the waitress, would start to moan, 'cause she knew our reputations and the crazy things that we did. We weren't exactly your idea of the average American kids. We were the banditos of the Dilly Dog parking lot. Well, we'd hit up the Dilly after the game, and win or lose, we ate just the same, sitting and joking and chasing the wind and counting the days until school would end. We'd stay all night until they pull us out, pull out in our trucks with a scream and shout, promising that we'd be back the very next night, baptized by the pink tint of the neon lights. We were the banditos of the Dilly Dog parking lot. We grew up and had to move on. Only a few years later, the Dilly was gone. I go back every now and then to catch up with those old friends. We sit and we joke and we reminisce about the days of old and how much we miss those neon nights when we held the town in the palm of our hands. Back when we were a wild and crazy outlaw band, we were the banditos of the Dilly Dog parking lot. We were the banditos of the Dilly Dog parking lot. We were the banditos of the Dilly Dog parking lot.
Well, all right. That was Banditos of the Dilly Dog Parking Lot. And up next, he's going to play Goodbye Beautiful.
So this is what happens when you try to write a song that sounds like it'd been on the radio in the 50s, but with modern lyrics. Well, it hit me hard, it hit me blind. Now I'm starting to lose my mind. If I'd only seen the writing on the wall, I'd have known it was gonna fall. You've drawn that line in the sand, telling me just where you stand. And now there's tears in your beautiful eyes. So I guess this is goodbye, baby, goodbye. Well, Camelot has finally fallen. The king is down, the queen is gone, the horses all run away, and the nights are turning gray. And now I'm just a jester that nobody wants. Goodbye, princess, goodbye. And with this kiss, we'll say goodbye. The pictures fade and the flowers die. And though this pain is in my chest, I can only wish you the best. Just waiting in this prison of mine. Goodbye, beautiful, goodbye. Goodbye, baby, goodbye.
Well, all right. We will be right back after this message from our sponsor, the CBC College Ministries.
Community Baptist Church, 8254 Highway 17, P.O. Box 159, Maline, Alabama 35114. Sundays early service is at 8:30 a.m., Sunday school 9:45 a.m., late service 11 a.m., and discipleship is 6 p.m. On Wednesdays, the fellowship dinner is 5:30 p.m. and the college service is 6:30 p.m. www.cbcmaylene.org. Bo Brown, pastor. Jonathan Lowry, student minister.
Well, we're going to sit down and have a little chat. And I want to get to know you as a person. I want to know you as an artist. All right. So I guess I want to start off with the question: what was the inspiration to get you to start making music?
So when I was 12 years old, it was spring break, or AEA, back in the day, Alabama Education Association Week, and I remember coming in and out of the house and playing baseball in the neighborhood and that sort of thing. And my mom had a tape running, and it was a guy named Jim Croce, and it's a posthumous collection he released called Down the Highway. And every time I'd come in, it was a different song, but it would take you to a different place, a different spot in the world, specifically the American South. And I kept hearing it, and the tone of the lyrics matched the mood of the music. And I heard it enough, and I was like, I have to know how to do that. I've got to be able to do that. And from there, I got a cheap little guitar either the next Christmas or the Christmas after, and that's pretty much been it ever since.
All right, well, I guess another thing, what kind of message or what kind of tone do you think your music speaks?
I think I try to capture the human experience. That sounds really cliche. I try to capture, the distinctly American experience from youth. For example, when I was at Montevallo, my thesis was 3 albums worth of music with a story arc, and it's from youth to young adulthood to settling down. And so my whole thing is to capture the highs, the lows. I feel like I've been given a very unique perspective on the world, and I want to capture as much that can relate to people as possible through my music, whether it's, talking about hanging out in a parking lot in high school, or talking about the last song I did, or will do, it's just facing life when changes come. So I guess to answer your question after 5 minutes, I want to capture what it means to be alive.
All right. Well, how does creating your music, what kind of emotions or what kind of feelings does that stir up?
Well, it just depends. It really depends on what we're going for. So for Banditos, it's a really happy, nostalgic feeling. Like everything in that song happened. There was a restaurant in Montgomery named the Dilly Dog. We didn't hang out there, but we did. We would spend, Friday nights in the parking lots and that sort of thing. It just depends. Like, for example, I've been very, very blessed to have a lot of great people help me and bounce ideas off me. Connor Whitey that plays here, Man of Willow and the Tribe. Chris K. Davidson has been a huge influence, and he's probably one of the reasons I've done as well as I have. Matt Sanderlin, guys like that. I guess to answer your question, it just depends on what what the song needs to be about. You got to tap into, stuff you felt. If you can't feel it, you can't write about it.
Was there anything else you'd like to add or let anybody know?
Yeah, I want to thank, first off, the University of Montevallo's Mass Comm department for inviting me out. I think, especially around these parts, I'm more known for the people that maybe I've given a leg up to artistically than my own music. So any opportunity I can come out and showcase my music is an honor and a privilege, and I'm very thankful for it. And if you're interested in anything you heard, I'm on Facebook, Drew Granthum Music. I'm on Twitter, just my personal account, and then Drew Granthum Music on Instagram. And I'm just really thankful and very blessed to be able to come here today, and thank you guys for it. I really have enjoyed it.
Well, thanks for coming out, man.
Sure, no
it's nice having you.
Yeah.
Community Baptist Church, 8254 Highway 17, P.O. Box 159, Maline, Alabama 35114. Sundays early service is at 8:30 a.m., Sunday school 9:45 a.m., late service 11 a.m., and discipleship is 6 p.m. On Wednesdays, the fellowship dinner is 5:30 p.m. and the college service is 6:30 p.m. www.cbcmaylene.org. Bo Brown, pastor. Jonathan Lowry, student minister.
Well, all right, welcome back. And for those of you just tuning in here, my name is Aaron. We've got our lovely guest, Drew Granthum, and he's about to play his third song, It Ain't Me, It's You.
This is for anybody who's ever had a really bad breakup. You're moving on, 'cause you got your problems, hey, I do too. And here's how we'll solve them, quit being so sketch. Isn't that too much of a stretch? Well, we talk and you lead me on. Hey, I set a date, and then you're gone, and then you try to come back. Just seems a little out of whack. But then I guess I should have expected this from you. After all, this is just what you do. And after all this time, I see, well, the problem doesn't lie with me. No, it ain't me, honey, it's you. Well, you need to hurry and make up your mind or get on gone. Quit wasting my time, is that too much to ask? I mean, given our past. Ignoring my texts, dropping my calls, it's like slamming my head against the wall. It's like a kick in the face. And I'm just done with this chase. But then I guess I should have expected this from you. After all, this is just what you do. And after all this time, I see, well, the problem doesn't lie with me. No, it ain't me, honey, it's you. Well, I'll make the decision for me and you. You keep on stalling, but baby, I'm through and I'm staying gone too. I'm more than over you. Well, don't cry now, 'cause you had your chance. You wanted to limbo, I wanted to dance, and we are done. So I suggest move on. But then I guess you should have expected this from me. After all, I'm not like the others that you see. And I'll tell you this much too: the one who is not true, no, it ain't me, baby, it's you. No, it ain't me, honey, it's you.
Well, all right. Up next, we have his next song, One New Notification.
In a lonely room I sit and stare at a fluorescent screen, piercing through the emptiness, transmitting my friends' dreams. There's couples looking happy, singles posing by the bar. Everyone looks so flawless, not a wrinkle, blemish, or scar. But me, I don't have it. I'm flawed and scared and cold, just another lost and lonely soul, hoping for a glimmer of gold. But if I had half the nerve and a chance, you know I'd take it. 'Cause after all, no one out there would ever try to fake it. So many political pundits with the knowledge to run the land, and a million articles floating on why you do or don't need a man. 100 soapbox preachers screaming, but I can't hear a thing. For all the truth that lies out there is only a hollow ring. But me, I don't have it. I'm flawed and scared and cold, just another lost and lonely soul, hoping for a glimmer of gold. But if I had half the nerve and a chance, you know I'd take it. 'Cause after all, no one out here would ever try to fake it. I may be a loner, but I got a crazy vibe that I'm not the only one out there dying to stay alive. It's trying to find ourselves, but we post instead of roam by invisible friends, never more alone. But me, I don't have it. I'm lost and scared and cold, just another lost and lonely soul, hoping for a glimmer of gold. But if I had half the nerve and a chance, you know I'd take it. 'Cause after all, no one out there would ever try to fake it.
Well, all right. Thank you all so much for watching tonight. Be sure to check us out on all our social media platforms. And thanks to Drew Granthum for appearing on our show tonight. And to play us out, we've got Where Do We Go From Here?
What do you say when it's over and your heart's been returned and the memories haunt you at night? soul burn. Try to take it all in stride and find a place you can hide. But you wonder, where do we go from here? Now that we're all alone, I guess we just hit the road and try to make it on our own. And what do you say when it's over and the paper's in your hand and they kick you out into the world without so much as a plan? Make a plan to find the goal and try to brace against the cold. But you wonder, where do we go from here? Now that we're all alone, I guess we just hit the road and try to make it on our own. And what do you say when it's over and it's time to move on, and the place you've called home for so long suddenly all gone? Take a last look around, set out to find your proving ground. But you wonder, where do we go from here? Now that we're all alone, I guess we just hit the road and hope we make it on our own.